Who were the daughters of Genghis Khan? Most people know about his sons, but his daughters were important too. They had a big impact on the Mongol Empire. This is their story. Genghis Khan had many children. His sons were famous warriors, but his daughters also had power. They helped him rule his vast empire. Genghis Khan was a fierce warrior. He united the Mongols. He created the largest land empire in history. But he was also a father. He cared about his children, including his daughters. He taught his daughters to be strong and smart. He valued their advice. He gave them important roles in his empire. Many people think Mongol society was only about men and war. The image of fierce Mongol warriors on horseback conquering vast territories often overshadows other aspects of their culture. This perception is understandable given the significant military achievements of the Mongol Empire. However, it is a misconception to believe that Mongol society was solely dominated by men in their martial pursuits, but that's not the whole story. The role of women in Mongol society was far more complex and integral than many realize. Women were not just passive bystanders, they were active participants in the social, economic, and political spheres of their communities. Their contributions were vital to the functioning and success of the Mongol Empire. Women had more freedom and power in Mongol society than in other cultures at that time. They could own property. This was a significant departure from the norms in many other contemporary societies where women were often denied such rights. Mongol women could inherit property from their parents or husbands, and they had the legal authority to manage and control their own assets. They could be involved in business. Mongol women were active participants in trade and commerce, engaging in transactions that spanned the vast expanse of the Mongol Empire. They traded goods such as textiles, livestock, and other commodities, contributing to the economic prosperity of their communities. Their involvement in business was not just limited to small-scale trade. Some women managed large enterprises and were influential figures in the economic landscape. They could even lead tribes. Leadership roles were not exclusive to men in Mongol society. Women could hold positions of authority and lead their tribes, making important decisions that affected the lives of their people. These women leaders were respected and valued for their wisdom, strategic thinking, and ability to govern effectively. Their leadership was crucial in maintaining the stability and cohesion of their communities. Genghis Khan believed in the abilities of women. He recognized their potential and often sought their counsel on matters of governance and strategy. Women played a significant role in his administration, serving as advisors and confidants. Genghis Khan's respect for women's abilities was reflected in the policies he implemented, which promoted gender equality and allowed women to rise to positions of power and influence. He saw their potential in leadership. The legacy of women's leadership in Mongol society is a testament to the progressive and inclusive nature of their culture. These women were trailblazers, breaking barriers and setting examples for future generations. Their stories remind us that the history of the Mongol Empire is not just a tale of conquest and warfare, but also one of empowerment, equality, and the remarkable contributions of women. Genghis Khan used marriage to make his empire stronger. He arranged marriages for his daughters with leaders of other tribes. This created alliances and brought peace. His daughters were not just wives, they were diplomats. They helped their husbands rule. They worked to keep the peace within the empire. Section 5. Alakhai Beki, the wise ruler. One of Genghis Khan's daughters was Alakhai Beki. She was known for her wisdom and courage. When her husband, the ruler of Angud, died, Alakhai Beki took over. She ruled fairly and wisely. She protected her people. She expanded her territory. She was a powerful ruler in her own right. Section 6. Pillars of the Empire, the daughter's legacy. Genghis Khan's daughters helped him build and manage his empire. They were important advisors. They were skilled diplomats. They were strong leaders. They helped to spread Mongol culture and influence. They played a vital role in the success of the Mongol Empire. Section 7. Unwritten histories, recognizing women in power. Throughout history, the narratives we often hear are dominated by the achievements and exploits of men. These stories, while significant, only tell half of the human experience. The other half, often overlooked, is the story of women who have shaped our world in profound ways. History often focuses on the achievements of men. From the grand conquests of emperors to the intellectual contributions of philosophers, the spotlight has traditionally been on male figures. This male-centric view has been perpetuated through textbooks, documentaries, and even popular culture, creating a skewed perception of our past. But women have always played important roles. They were queens, warriors, scholars, and leaders. They influenced politics, led armies, and made groundbreaking discoveries. Their contributions, though often unrecorded or underappreciated, were vital to the development of societies across the globe. We need to remember the contributions of women like Genghis Khan's daughters. These women were not just passive figures in the background, they were active leaders who played crucial roles in the expansion and governance of the Mongol Empire. Their strategic acumen and leadership skills were instrumental in maintaining the vast territories conquered by their father. Their stories teach us about leadership, courage, and diplomacy. Women like Joan of Arc, who led French forces to victory during the 100 Years' War, or Cleopatra, whose political savvy and alliances shaped the course of Egyptian and Roman history, exemplify the strength and resilience of women in power. They remind us that women have always been a powerful force in the world. From ancient times to the modern era, women have broken barriers and defied expectations. Their legacies continue to inspire and empower future generations, reminding us that the story of humanity is incomplete without recognizing the indomitable spirit and contributions of women. Section 8. The Mongol Queens, an Enduring Legacy. The story of the Mongol queens is one of resilience, power, and influence. These women were not just figures in the background, they were pivotal in shaping the Mongol Empire and its legacy. The daughters of Genghis Khan left a lasting legacy. They were instrumental in the administration and expansion of the empire. Their influence extended beyond the borders of Mongolia, reaching into the far corners of Asia and Europe. These women were not only leaders but also visionaries who foresaw the potential of a united empire. They were more than just princesses. They were warriors, strategists, and diplomats. They negotiated treaties, led armies, and governed vast territories. Their roles were multifaceted, and their contributions were indispensable to the success of the Mongol Empire. These women defied the conventional roles assigned to them by society and carved out their own paths. They were queens, diplomats, and leaders. Their diplomatic skills were unparalleled, and they played crucial roles in forging alliances and maintaining peace within the empire. Their leadership was marked by wisdom, courage, and a deep understanding of governance. They were not just figureheads, they were active participants in the political and military affairs of the empire. They helped shape the course of history. Their decisions and actions had far-reaching consequences, influencing the course of events for generations to come. They were involved in key battles, strategic planning, and the overall administration of the empire. Their legacy is a testament to their strength, intelligence, and determination. Their stories inspire us to challenge our assumptions about the past. They remind us that history is not just a series of events, but a tapestry woven by individuals, each contributing their unique thread. The Mongol queens challenge the traditional narratives of history, showing us that women have always been integral to the shaping of our world. They encourage us to learn more about the roles women have played throughout history. By studying their lives and achievements, we gain a deeper understanding of the complexities of history and the significant contributions of women. The Mongol queens serve as a powerful reminder that women have always been, and will continue to be, vital to the progress and development of societies around the world. Section 9. A Call to Remember. We must remember the stories of Genghis Khan's daughters. They remind us that women have always had power. They have shaped empires and influenced history. Let us continue to uncover and celebrate the stories of women in history. Let us recognize their contributions and learn from their examples.